Guys, my name is Sophia the Shadow Hunter, and today I'm going to be showing you guys some of my top favorite historical fiction books. As you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I love reading historical fiction and non-historical books, and I thought I would just have a video of showing you guys some of my favorite historical fiction books I've read, as well as some non-fiction historical books that I've read. So today I'm going to be doing the historical fiction, and some other day I'll be doing the non-fiction. So let's get started. And I'd love to know all your favorite historical fiction books that I have not read that I would love to check out. So please let me know in the comments down below. So the first book I want to talk about is The Lavender Garden by Lucinda Riley. I read this earlier this year or last year, and I really enjoyed it. I did do a review on it. If you guys like to go check that out, it's on my channel. I really enjoyed this book. It was very interesting and historical, and I really liked it. It's about a girl who goes to work at this house, and she finds out that they're Germans, and it just interwove her life with their life and how it's during the war and just everything that was going on at that time, and I really enjoyed this. So the next book I want to talk about is The Diplomats by Pangenoff. I loved the series. I read all 3 books, and I plan on rereading these books soon. This is about a Jewish girl who starts working for a commandant during World War II, and they end up falling in love and having a relationship together. And through this, it helps keep her safe. It's just an amazing story. I've read some stories where women actually did those things and they did survive. However, this is a historical version of things like this, but I also love reading ones because I have read a couple of when that actually happened. I just think that's so amazing that during that time that people were able to do that. They completely hid their identity, and lots of people had to do that. And just knowing that there are actual real people who did that and survived is amazing, and it really shows the strength and the willpower the people had to survive. Some people talk about how the Jews didn't have the power to survive or the will to live, and they did, and they fought on, and they tried hard. And sometimes things they went through in the concentration camps and being worked to death, they just could not survive, because it was really mind over matter to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to survive, or I'm going to get through this, even though everything else, all other odds are showing that they're going to die and they're not going to make it through this. And I think that's just the amazing thing that these stories show, and these books show, and history shows the will of the human spirit. It's not easy, but it takes lots of will and determination, and lots of people were able to do that. And I'm so glad they were able to do that. So this is The Diplomat's Wife by Pangenoff. This is that same series about the Jewish woman and the commandant that she becomes involved with. I loved this trilogy. It was such a great trilogy. I've read The Orphan Train by Pangenoff, and if you guys have not read any of her books, I highly recommend it. I love them. They're well written, they're interesting, and they're just really great for people who love historical fiction. Or if you just want a good love story, it's good for that too. Next off, I have Hansel and Gretel by Louise Murphy, the true story of Hansel and Gretel, novel of war and survival. As you guys know, I read this book, I believe it was this year, or the end of last year, and I love this. This is a great, also fictional, complete fictional book about Hansel and Gretel, but instead of them having to go off into the forest to survive because their parents can't afford to feed them, this is because they're Jews and they have to survive, and they send their kids off into the forest to live by themselves and survive, and there is a witch that takes care of them and ends up helping them survive, and then on the end they're on the run to try to survive and find out what happened to their families. I just love this book. I also want to reread this, so this is a great book, and I highly recommend you guys check this out. The next book I have is called Verity by Elizabeth Vine. I'm sorry. I love this book. I want to reread this soon, and the whole series. I'm really excited about her new book that already came out, which I want to reread that after I read this. So as you guys know, this is about a woman during World War II who is a spy, and she gets thrown into a concentration camp and survives. And this book tells her story of her fighting, of her survival, and what she went through. And it's just an amazing story. I love this book and I want to reread this again. If you guys have read this book, I would love to know your comments down in the comments down below. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Have everyone. Goodbye.